Welcome to today's reading around the blood moon, the event happening today in the heavens. And so, this particular event that's happening is one that's around change, transformation, and self reflection. The blood moon is an opportunity. Many cultures, let's start there, feels like this is a powerful omen. And it's really an opportunity to take advantage of the energy that will be very potent during this alignment. And this could possibly present opportunities for growth. It could maybe introduce new segments or to enter in or engage with your spiritual path and strengthen it. And be encouraged in that way. This could be an opportunity to end certain phases of our life and begin other ones. It's all about introspection, and it's symbolized spiritually with change, transformation, and like as I said, self-reflection. And so we're going to look at the different opportunities presented for each of the signs. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet, but y'all know how I am. But we're going to try to keep it short and sweet for every sign. And so I have my decks ready. I will be using my portals, my Crow Tarot, my Crow Oracle, and so let's get started. We're definitely going to start with our sign. I think we'll just go in chronological order. So I'll go ahead and timestamp. Are we in Aries season yet? I think we are headed to Aries season. So I'll go ahead and start with the timestamp for Aries. And then we'll just go from there. So after the introduction, you can definitely take a look and pull your sign out from the timestamps below. Okay, I'll see you over there. Hi, Aries. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Today we're taking a look at the energies and the opportunities that are available for you during this blood moon, which is all about change, transformation, and self introspection. Okay, so what opportunities are present for Aries in this moment? All about growth. Okay, so let's see what comes out for Aries. Please and thank you, Spirit. For Aries. All right. So a couple of cards came out for you. One was exit, and then one was growth. This gives me the energy. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eight of Cups came out, because this gives me the energy of the Eight of Cups, of outgrowing your current circumstances and feeling like you're ready for something more. And so it feels like you're ready to move it up to the next level, to expand. And so it may be time to kind of pack up and move on. And I feel like you'll know what this is. And I feel like you're already most likely gone. You may still be physically in that position, but your mind, your energy, your spirit, your intentions have already actually moved forward from this. And so understand that just because we drew this card for you, Aries, doesn't mean that you automatically just move. And this is like just letting you know consciously that the transition has taken place and that you've been there mentally thinking about, leaving or exiting a scene. And this could also point to needing to just consider something else, right? That's the change, the transition that's coming in for you. This could even be something that life is somehow forcing you, making you uncomfortable, or making you move forward. It could come through in that way as well. And so I almost feel like there's the energy of being ushered into a space that is demanding you to grow. It's demanding you to grow. I'm going to just get some tarot cards here before we move on, just to see how this is coming across for you. How this is coming across for Aries. And so, first of all, we have spiritually, we have the High Priestess and the Nine of Swords. So it feels like you may have already processed this, right? And you're already in the, like I said, you're already in the awareness and the transitioning out of this. And you may have already found the ideal way, right, out of this position. Wherever you are right now feels very uncomfortable mentally with the Nine of Swords. There's almost like there is an earnest preoccupation with making some change or exiting some type of position that you're in. That may be even in with the High Priestess coming out. Some of you may even be considering making shifts in your spiritual beliefs. We have the Magician and the Seven of Swords. Mentally, you're considering and thinking of the best way to navigate this move, your way forward or your way out. This doesn't feel like an overt move. For some of you, this may be kind of just easing off the scene quietly, It's like, okay, we don't want a big to do about this. We just want to do what we need to do. Learning how to do it in the most integrous way or in the most peaceful way, right? I don't know about integrity because the Seven of Swords is kind of like sneaky, but it's moving past the obstacle that would possibly oppose what you're thinking here. And you're happy to do this. You're already withdrawn from this. And you're already kind of in the energy of doing what's best for you and what will, make you happy. I feel like you've, like I said, you've already mentally exited the scene. It's just about waiting for the spirit, the physical to catch up with that, with the spiritual. And it ends with you, pulling away, leaving, taking the time away to actually find the wisdom and the answers that you seek, which will eventually lead to growth, spiritual growth at this. But it's going to be shaky. Whatever this change that's coming in will definitely present some challenges, but I feel like you're set. You have your mind set on this, or you're already kind of heading towards that direction. You're already troubleshooting and trying to find solutions, the best solution for this. And this is being uncomfortable is actually going to present you with the opportunity to grow. And so you're exiting a specific situation and you're ready for something more. That may be intensified during this time for you, Aries, okay? Thank you so much, and we will see you at your next reading, Aries. All right, it's always a pleasure reading for you. Take care, my friends. Taurus, welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at the energies around this blood moon and what it means for you. What does this mean for you, Taurus? Because it's all about change, transformation, and even introspection, you know. And so let's see, what is the energies that'll be available for you? What opportunities will this present? I hope my cards are not too loud. I know sometimes the volume can be very unsettling. So let me know if this sounds loud. All right, so we have imagination and ghosts. This could actually be a time where you are being introduced to your creative side in some type of way through your imagination, though. You may, if it's not creativity, it is you going into spaces mentally, entering into spaces mentally that allow you to, that afford you certain experiences that you would not have otherwise. Sometimes some things that we get to experience happens when we're open to move in certain ways, when we're open to allow our creativity and our imagination to flow openly. This would be something that would not happen otherwise because you couldn't experience it embedded in the physical. It has to be something that you're open to mentally. So this transition, this change is introducing you to possibly some ability that you may have that may open up possibilities for you to further yourself or bring things to you, right? For some of you, this is opening up to even the spirit realm in a different way with ghosts here. So there's some change that's happening, some transition to how you're experiencing. You may even end up having a lot of questions about that and how you can use that to your advantage. But it's all about being intentional and setting or realizing what you would like to get right out of this, out of an experience like this. There's a quality of freedom and expansion that you're going to receive out of this that's going to be very comforting and very validating as well. And so be specific with what it is that you want to tune into, right? This limitlessness is going to open up to you, but there's also the need to direct it, right? And also, if there are creative impulses, you're going to have an opportunity to take action on those, Taurus. So this is a very creative time for you. You may have a change to how that feels, that energy feels for you. There could be some things that are surfacing during this time. When you start to delve into that space, it may open up some other things to deal with as well. So there's some transition to how you're spending your time when you delve into your imagination. This transition and change is actually going to open up your capacity for your creativity and for you to actually experience even healing in this space too. There's a bit of courage that I hear Spirit saying you'll need to embark upon, or you'll need to draw out. For some of you, this may be a bit woo-woo at first, but there's something here for you. It's not meant to be scary, but it's meant to really draw out your ability to see the potential, right, that lies within you. If you are courageous enough to step into this energy and be simply curious about it, right? This is where you'll meet that interesting level of creativity. And you may end up being surprised at what pours out and how that changes and how it changes your experience. I don't know if I'm speaking to a creative, somebody who is an artiste of some kind, but this is transitioning the way that you create. Now, this may be difficult to swallow because you seem like someone who, we have the Strength and the Page of Cups. And then we have the Devil with the Queen of Swords. You seem like someone who likes to be very much in the know, in control. You probably don't like to enter spaces where you don't know what to expect or what the outcome is going to be, or where you're not able to fully, completely understand what's going on with the Queen of Swords. But this, allowing yourself to open to this would be beneficial. There's certain experiences that we get to have if we're willing to release control and just enter in. Meditation is one of those things. Like when we go into meditation, many times we end up with the best outcome when we go in not expecting, just being open, right? Because when we go in expecting, sometimes we shortcut ourselves off from what was available, especially if what was available was all of this, but we went in just wanting this, right? Not that there's anything wrong with going into meditation with expectations. Sometimes that's necessary, especially when we're seeking answers, but being open is also advantageous too. There's something about releasing just the mental constraints around this, around an experience where you'll be delving in to your imagination and being willing to really be open to understand what comes up. Again, there's going to be some things that may be uncomfortable. Doesn't have to be. It may be a little scary, right? It may bring up old energies that have been unresolved, but be willing to kind of acknowledge and handle whatever comes up, okay? I do feel like emotionally you'll be open to this with the Empress. For whoever you are that's resonating, you're open and waiting to receive. I feel like you're at a point in life where you are wanting to experience new things. It almost feels like you've come to a place and it's like, is this all? Okay, what else is there? Right? Well, this is your what else, right? This is your next level of experience. For someone emotionally as well, you feel very balanced during this time with the Two of Cups. You may, in fact, be pulling in lots of emotional fulfillment during this time where you'll be connecting with people and your relationships are going to be very fulfilling, very balanced in your emotions. And so this ends up being you accepting this higher learning or even connecting with someone like a teacher or a mentor. Maybe you've been being drawn or you will be drawn to someone that has the capacity to lead you and teach you some things. Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. And whoever this person is going to be very valuable. If it's not a person, it's going to be you deciding to go and submit to the learning in some type of way. Submit to extending your understanding about something. This could represent like an institution of some kind that provides some level of help, right? It's set up to actually provide some kind of service. And whatever that is going to increase your value with the Seven of Wands and increase your worth, your net worth with this Ten of Pentacles. It may even increase your health. Whatever this is good for you. And so you'll be moving towards some higher level of learning, whether that's mentorship or whether that's taking some type of class or involving yourself with some kind of institution that's set up for that purpose. You'll decide to invest in yourself and it will pay off greatly. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Taurus. Definitely challenges coming in, but they're beautiful challenges that's going to bring in an opportunity for the change that it feels like you've been waiting for. Okay. All right. Enjoy. And next we have, I believe, Gemini. Gemini. How are we doing, Gemini? Let's take a look and see the energies coming out for you during this blood moon. This is all about change, transformation, growth. Okay. So let's see for Gemini. What opportunities are waiting and open for Gemini during this time? Where the energies for change is amplified, it's intensified. What opportunities lie in wait for Gemini? Underwater realm. Excuse me, y'all. I feel like I'm coming down with something, but I don't receive it. I speak health. So, underwater realm, let's see. What else is coming out for Gemini? The opportunities for change in this moment of intensified energy. For Gemini. So I have underwater realm, 4 for balance and 10 for community. And for you, Gemini, this feels like a time that may help you move up in some type of way. It looks like she's underwater, but she's swimming upward, onward, not down, but up. There's something about moving up. And she's in the water, which is very fluid and pliable. But it also, water is soft. It's fluid and pliable, but at the same time, it's powerful too. Because if you have a drip that's consistent, it could be dripping on a rock. Over time, it will begin to wear away at the rock because of the consistent drip. But this water is the same soft, yielding substance, right? And so it's something about water here. So it could be talking about transforming, cleansing, healing, nourishing parts of your emotions, your emotional experience. This could be calling you to come up, right? For some of you, this could be a time it would be helpful to introspect, right? Detach from people and things like technology or your everyday to-do list, right? In exchange for a quiet, conscious session or a conscious period of time where you will commit to inward endeavors. So there's something also about the, this watery energy that may be associated with intuition too, and dreams and emotions, and something about music as well. But overall, it's talking about contemplation, spending time. It might even be valuable to go near a body of water and kind of soak in that energy around a body of water. Or if you're not able to do that, prepare like a sea salt bath and allow yourself to go into a deep meditative state or a creative state. You could also do other things. If you're not able to do that, you can sit here and light a candle and just kind of focus in on the flame. Play some very soft instrumental music that won't be distracting, but will allow you to take like a deep dive into your subconscious and move away from like surface level things. This could also be journaling, writing, drawing, closing your eyes and allowing yourself to go deep. Balance is coming out too. And community. So there's something here for you, Gemini, about your connection with others that may possibly have an opportunity to be transformed into something more balanced for you, right? This is all about you. Now, immediately what's coming to mind is being connected to an energy source that pulls and that demands a lot. There may be a need to take a look into that and see if it's actually working for you still. I feel like there's some part of this time for you that's calling you into introspection. I have Hermit that just came out here. And what that means is this is a time of drawing away. And if you're not able to draw away, this is a time of allowing yourself to take a moment to reflect. To take a moment to reflect, whatever that means for you. But there is almost like a need to go in and seek wisdom and guidance here. For someone, there are questions that you have that will be answered when you take the time to go inward. And you'd be surprised how quickly they're answered. Like you could be sitting there in meditation and the answer just like, there you go. Right? All that was needed was to get quiet and sit down for a second. So this particular time brings opportunity for a new start for you, and it starts with you making time and getting quiet. With the Hermit and the Fool. For someone, there is a strong desire that you have to move in a different direction. And it may have something to do with your spiritual wants and desires, your spiritual experience. If you have one, if you don't have one, this may be your desire to create one or to find one during this time. There's an ending to the way that you're seeing something. There's some event that has happened or that will happen that will cause you to start to think differently and see things differently, even speak differently. And this may be something that others notice about you. Sometimes those changes take place and we don't even realize it. I feel like this is going to cause you to desire a different kind of information. You'll find yourself looking up things that you previously had no desire to know about. Your yearning for information is going to increase, but it's also going to change in a different direction. Emotionally, I feel like you'll be definitely fulfilled during this time. Brings in an opportunity for, if you allow yourself to be guided, you'll be led to the rivers of living water. What does that mean? That means that all of your cravings will be fulfilled in this leading, in this guiding. And what previously was satisfying may not be. Like there may be a different kind of craving that's much higher than what was satisfying before. You'll no longer be wanting the same type of connections or feelings that were previously satisfying. It's almost like there's going to be an evolution of your soul in sorts. There's going to be an evolutionary development of your soul, Gemini. If you are open to this guiding, it's dependent upon you allowing yourself to be guided. The star is guided to that place of rest, to that place of renewal. And this will end with you creating kind of like a relentless pursuit forward. I feel like I'm talking to a Gemini that probably doesn't take no for an answer. It's like, if there is a will, then I am the way, right? I'm going to make a way, and I'm not going to take no for an answer. Victory will be mine, right? And it's clarified, it was the Magician followed by the Chariot, clarified by the Hierophant. Even if that means finding a way to make that happen, whatever action that you decide to take that will lead you forward victoriously, whatever idea that is, right? It's almost like you will take action, of course, with the Chariot. For some of you, you're creating that way forward if you don't see it. Like, this is how much you want this, or how much you have this desire, and how much power you put behind that desire. Like, you don't take no for an answer. This is happening. And sometimes it's just a matter of waiting for the right time and opportunity to do it and to strike. It's clarified by the Hierophant, which says that there could be a need to possibly, whatever this thing is, it may be something that feels out of your ability to do. But some things like that, it's possible. Sometimes you need to reach out and receive assistance around it, receive guidance around it. This feels like receiving assistance or guidance in some area where that might be the case. There could be someone who you go to for some type of counseling, some type of mentoring or coaching. And it may be kind of in the line of spirituality. Doesn't have to be religious, but it could be spiritually. This could be a teacher, someone who has a higher level of knowledge and experience, possibly in what it is that you're trying to do, that can give you some concrete advice on this. So you'll end up going to someone to help you solve any issues that come up during this transition. I feel like overall for you, you are moving up in some type of way. Even if you are evolving forward, this energy will provide an opportunity possibly for you to make gain in that way. If you felt a little bit kind of stagnant and just kind of waning, feeling like something's missing, right? This is an opportunity to get that energy filled so you don't feel like there's some emptiness somewhere. There's an opportunity here, and it starts with you removing yourself from everything and going within. That's where it starts. And then I feel like you will be led and guided from there. That's the first step in this for you, Gemini. It's submitting to the call to go within, okay? So that is for you, Gemini. Thank you for stopping by. Very beautiful energy. And so we will see you next time, Gemini, okay? Next we have Cancer. Welcome, Cancer. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're taking a look at the energy coming in for you around this blood moon and the opportunities that it will present for you during this intensified time. Time is significant for you. Timing is significant for you. We have independence coming out for you. And it's a number 5. Maybe there's some change in your circumstance or your position. For some of you, there's something that you will be called, or you will have an opportunity to step out and experience. So let's see what else comes out for you, Cancer. What are the opportunities for Cancer? This blood moon presents a very intense energy that will be conducive for change, transformation, and introspection. During this time, there could be an opportunity to evolve too. With this intensified energy, this presents an energy that is going to be ripe to excel, if that makes sense. There's something about timing here for you, specifically Cancer. If you are already tapped in and tuned into this energy, you are trying to take advantage of the energy. And during this time with independence, it's almost like you stand, see how the bird is standing on the cliff? You stand at the entrance of some great opportunity, some great significance. And this is all about becoming more self-sufficient in some type of way, more whatever this is going to give you an opportunity to stand more in your sovereignty than you have before, allowing you to make decisions and moves, allowing you an opportunity even to be heard, and more choices on how you will move forward here. Also realizing too that through this, and even on the other side of this, the support is still there. I feel like for whoever you are, there's a heavy level of support in the spirit realm for you and guidance. And so know that you are able to ask for it if you need it. Okay? This is about stepping more into the opportunities available for sovereignty in some type of way. Being able to move independently. For some of you, I don't know if this could be providing an out to codependent situations with people, or it could be with groups or institutions. This may provide an opportunity to establish like healthier boundaries as well, and to elicit the opportunity for you to actually live out that independence. I don't know, there's something here about needing to get permission. But this transition that this energy brings in gives some opportunity to move away from any dependence that you might have, and actually tap in and recognize the level of power existing within you. Waterproof is coming out too. There's something about this that might be challenging. You'll need to actually put on your tough skin. Okay? You need to put on your tough skin. But know that you are supported with the Wheel of Fortune coming out here. I feel like this is going to bring in for someone a moment of truth. Where you'll possibly be seeing people and things for what they really are, right? This is bringing in a moment of truth. And so the Wheel of Fortune comes out, the Judgment, the Hierophant, the Sun, followed by Justice. Okay. So with the Wheel of Fortune, this is being supported spiritually. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? This spiritually may feel heavy, but understand that you are supported. As I was just saying, you have lots of support and things that are actually unfolding specifically on your behalf. Like spirit is very much involved in this. This may, in fact, have a lot to do with good karma coming back around because of the work that you've already put in. With the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Cups, you will receive a harvest for the work that you've put in, receive a support, right? For the support that you've given. This is like your hard work coming back around to reward you. This may come back around as some type of luck. Spiritually, know that even if it feels heavy, like you are supported. And things may just work out specifically in your favor. Now, there's something about where you are mentally that's going to be really clear during this time. If there is anything that you've been worried or concerned or confused or not just seeing clearly, this is going to bring in that clarity during this time as well. They say that at this time, things are actually rather clear, right? The veil is thin, which provides you an opportunity to actually see things more clearly because things are being uncovered. Now, with seeing that, there is also an opportunity to move more clearly. Whatever you're seeing or learning may lead you to take some courageous action, right? Some courageous action with whatever it is that you'll be learning or understanding. That aha moment that comes in may come with a kind of like an invitation to move, okay, in some type of way. Let's see. There's something here about connections that are actually going to be very beneficial and very fulfilling. The Hierophant comes out. That gives me like leadership, those that come to you, teacher, guidance, counseling, or if you're going to someone, right, that connection is going to feel very abundant and fulfilling, almost like mutual fulfillment out of these kinds of connections. Maybe someone will be coming to you during this time for instruction, or maybe you'll be seeking guidance from a teacher or some kind of coach, and that's going to actually bring in abundance emotionally, okay? I don't know if you are someone who guides people and that's part of what you do, but there's some fulfillment around that, around your your higher level connections, right? There's some fulfillment around that during this time. And so there's a lot to be gained in that area, is what that says. And it feels mutual. Now, the Sun comes out, followed by the Justice. I feel like this particular time leads you into the energy of not just seeking happiness and joy and fulfillment long term, but it's how you do it. There's something about being really cautious with how you take actions. You could be someone who is very much concerned about, how you do things and the ramifications of how you're doing it, making sure that it's going to be something that has positive ramifications, right? So however you move forward here, not only are you concerned about the outcome being good and fruitful and long term, but also you're moving with a high level of integrity. There's some decision that you're making with the actions that you take that is guiding you to move with a high sense of knowledge, forethought, integrity, right? Because there's something about you connecting how you move with how, there's some connection with understanding clearly the reciprocation between action and reaction, right? And it almost feels like the energy of karma, just the understanding of it, not that it's playing out. There's like a very high energy of understanding that and possibly waiting on something to come around on your behalf. And I feel like it will. I feel like it will, because there's something here about the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about that energy. Spiritually, this feels like you being compensated for all of the work that you put in. And when I look at how you're going to move forward or the action you're going to take, you're going to continue to move and work and kind of wait for that to come back around for you. You're going to wait for this to be reciprocated because it's working. Whatever system you have, it's working. And so you'll continue this path, this route, okay? I feel like also this is going to open up opportunities. I feel like there's some things that you've been waiting to implement. That is also another reason why you're moving carefully and consciously as well. And so you're right on track, Cancer. Okay. Thank you so much for stopping by, Cancer. That was for you. Things are happening in this energy. This energy is right. I feel like you are definitely in a position to take advantage. There's something that came out for you about timing. So that may be significant, but this is definitely a beautiful time for you where you will be pulling in, right, the rewards that came out heavily, pulling in the rewards for the work that you've put in, you've been waiting for. This may be a season, a right time to actually act on those things specifically. There's something about this energy that's ripe, okay? And so you would do well to move on it. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you. Thank you. I will see you next time at your next reading. Have a wonderful day, okay? Who is our next sign? Our next sign is Leo. How you doing, Leo? Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Thank you for stopping by. It is so wonderful to be in the land of the living. Yes, yes. All right, let's see. So we're taking a look at the energies and the opportunities that will be available for you during this season of the blood moon, which brings in the opportunities for change, transformation, growth. There's something about the energy that's intensified with the alignment of these three celestial bodies, the earth, the moon, and the sun. The alignment of those three energies reflect the blood red color on the moon, and it changes the energy for a moment. I think it'll be aligned for maybe about 4 hours tonight, late tonight. But this is also bringing in a change of the season as well. Okay, so let's see what opportunities that are presenting themselves for you. I hope you are well. Thank you for stopping by, Leo. Like, share, comment. Let's see, for Leo. Okay. For Leo. Let's just pull one here. Unknown comes out for you, Leo. There's a little bit of, I felt a little bit of, what's the word? In pulling your card, a little bit of resistance here. A little bit of resistance. Unknown comes out. Let's see. I'm going to pull another one for you. So this is a very beautiful card, and it is an image of a woman kind of walking, looks like across a bridge, but part of the bridge has been concealed by clouds and by this very dreamy image. And so it's almost like part of something is revealed, but then there's still another part that you're moving towards that's yet to be known, yet to be seen. So this brings up a little bit of mystery, and then growth comes out as well. And so this particular point in time, Leo, brings up the energy of course, you moving towards possibly something very powerful, something very transformational as well, the unknown. And this brings up a level of uncertainty. And it's normal to have this sense of anxiety. It's kind of what I'm feeling. And it's around possibly not feeling a level of certainty or control, and moving towards what is not known when it comes to the future, and not having a sense of full understanding or control over the powers that be. There's something about that. For some, this may be a time where we enter in kind of haphazardly and flapping and flailing, just not really feeling safe is a good word, I guess. But moving through it, you may in fact feel the very opposite. And this may bring a level of comfort, a level of freedom, even a little bit of excitement and elation. And that's what you feel when you surrender to these moments in life where things feel very uncertain and out of control, instead of panicking and kind of having a moment where you're just like, to surrender to it and see what happens, right? That's what it means to flow. Imagine yourself flowing down a river, not having to move, just allow your body to flow and see where it takes you. There is, in fact, a decision, a conscious decision that we have here, Leo, where you will have the opportunity to make the decision to step into kind of like this wisdom of the unknown. And there's something about this moment. There's something specific about this moment, and calling like your power back from the past, calling your power back from the future, and something about this particular moment. Having the opportunity to kind of pull all of the benefit in this moment that will release any of the tension that's existed here. That could be roadblocks, that could be, masks. Those things will actually not be seen negatively, but they'll actually feel more like a blessing. That's pushing you towards your destiny. Again, it's all in how we look at things. I don't know why I'm getting anxious energy or anxious thoughts, but this is a time that's going to bring in a level of uncertainty, but it's also going to be a moment of growth as well. That came out too. It's also going to be a moment of growth as well. There's something about this moment that's very beautiful. And it's something that may feel uncomfortable, the not knowing, but it's also an opportunity to trust. So I don't know exactly what this is. It's not going to be something that's controllable. I know that. And it feels like being pushed forward, whatever this energy is. It's a moment of growth, and it demands trust, is what I'm hearing. So let's see. For Leo, what is the other energy that we can see here that will provide an opportunity during this time for change, transformation, introspection, and growth? Okay. For Leo. All right. Yeah, there's something that is. So I have the Tower coming out. I have the Hermit. I have the Strength. And I have the Fool, right? And so right now, or during this season, the opportunity may present itself as chaos, right? It may, especially with the Tower here. but again, this is spirit moving strategically, right? The Tower, a lot of people cringe when they hear, oh my God, the Tower. That means, oh no, I'm about to, but this is really an opportunity to experience a new beginning. You know how, think of it in this way. Say if there was a house that was built, right? We'll use a house as an example. Say if there was a house that was built and there was one step that was missed in the house. Maybe they forgot to put up the posts for the central support of the house, and there was an earthquake that came. All the other houses that were built correctly stayed. Sorry, I'm freezing. But the other house that was like rushed, right? It was missing some key elements in the foundation. It didn't make it through the earthquake. And so that caused it. I'm still freezing. Sorry, Leo. That caused it. I'm not sure what's going on. I hope you guys can see me. That caused it to have to be rebuilt. And the good thing about that is now it could be whatever that was missing in the foundation. Now we can put it in and then rebuild it. So next time the earthquake comes, it doesn't fall apart, right? It stands like every other house. And so that's the good part, is it reveals, parts in the foundation that was not correct. And so there's some new beginning here. And this is coming through spiritually, though. There's something about the energy spiritually that is possibly being tested, tried. There could possibly be some what feels like chaotic energy. And this is coming through as the energy, the spiritual energy, or even your response to things that are happening right now. But this response is going to be one that leads to it's going to lead you to experience this in a new way, a more fulfilling, enjoyable way, right? The important word here is submit, right? To submit to the process or whatever this is, this unknown, this being made to grow in some type of way. There's some challenge that's coming across for you that kind of pushes you into an energy of growth here. Intellectually, I feel like you're pulled away, and it's almost like you're seeking answers. You're wanting to learn, you want to know, you want to understand. Your thinking is extracted from the normal mindset, from the normal frame of thought, because you're seeking some type of clarity, some type of understanding or wisdom, some type of knowledge. And so you may find yourself like in this time a little bit conflicted, because the clarity that you desire is going to take a little bit of investigation, I feel like that's what the Five of Swords and the King of Swords. This is conflict driving you into investigate and find clarity around this. So there's something during this time that has you just kind of like, okay. Um, there's a lot of needing to be courageous. And I feel like there could be, for some of you, a need to confront the emotional uh, situation present here. There's a need to confront it. Whatever's happening in this time, there's a lot of different ways that you could respond emotionally. But there's something here with the Seven of Cups. Not every response is going to be beneficial. Not every response is going to be helpful. And so there is, the Seven of Cups is really, it's soul work, right, being done. And this, whatever's happening, this level of the unknown or something that's not completely seen, is definitely challenging you to be courageous and to kind of confront something that could be coming up right now. There could be like a mixture of emotions that are swelling up during this time for you. But remember, this is all about, it's all about growth. And this growth that you're going through is not one that you've asked for. This is one that spirit is like, okay, it's time to grow, right? It's pushing you out of the nest. It's time to move and to experience things that are going to stretch you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, right? And this will, in fact, lead you to a new beginning. I feel like for many of you, the action you're going to take is you're going to decide to move in a different direction once you find this clarity. The Knight of Swords. And this is beautiful. I love it. This is all about looking and seeking wisdom, guidance. Wisdom is really big here. This is about seeking something. You're looking for something right now, and it's going to guide you towards a certain change. And that change may be how you perceive your journey. Let me see. How you perceive your journey. But there's a process here that comes up, and that's leading to this new beginning for you. And I don't feel like it's going to be an easy process. So I hope I'm not romanticizing this, right? This is soul work being done. This is things that are affecting on a deep level. That's what this energy is about. It's about opportunities to grow, to transform, to change, right, in ways that we may find is beneficial for us. And again, it goes back to you accepting this opportunity, right? This won't be for everybody. Only if this aligns and you feel like this is your experience, this is for you. And so there's a level of involvement and experience here that's being highlighted. And part of it is going through some type of chaotic process that feels uncomfortable. But Spirit is preparing you for this and letting you know, by no means is this meant to confuse you, but this is set up kind of like to direct you in a certain direction, to stay on track with what's happening right? Because things may actually unfold rather quickly. And before you know it, you're like, what just happened? Okay, how did I get here? But it's good. It's good energy, because in the end, this is where we end up. And it's a new beginning that progresses very fast. Okay. And that's what we were here for you, Leo. It was about growth and being able to step into uncertainty, and be challenged by that energy. Okay. So there's something happening for you, that provides an opportunity for growth if you're up for it. Okay. Of course, there will be those, because in the beginning of your energy, I got resisted, right? There's going to be those that don't accept it, and that's okay too. But this is what's coming out. Thank you, Leo, for stopping by. I appreciate you so very much. Take care, okay? All right. That was Leo. Now we're going to go to Virgo. And I'm sorry that my computer has been freezing. I'm not sure what was going on with Leo, but there is some energy of resistance there. All right, so we have Virgo here. Hello, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by. Blood Moon Oracle here, coming in to take a look at the opportunities available for you during this blood moon. This blood moon is all about alignment and the energies being intensified because of that alignment of the sun, the moon, and the earth. This is actually a time where the energies are intensified and opportunities are open towards growth, towards introspection, towards transformation and change, okay? So let's see for Virgo, what opportunities present themselves for you. All right, I feel called to take a couple for you. So I have freedom and graduation. So there's definitely an opportunity for growth, and that may present itself in learning something and moving to the next level, maybe finalizing your learning of something, closing it out and moving to the next level. Also, something around liberation is coming in here, being liberated from something or some situation that may have in some ways held you back, right? For Virgo here. All right, we have fear coming out for Virgo. Let's see. So again, freedom is the energy of being liberated. You see how she's stepping out of this chamber? Like she's being released, set free. She's moving out into the open where she's no longer underneath constraint. And that can show up in many different ways, right? That could be our connections that restrict us in some type of way. This could also be something, right, that we have been constricted by, right? Whatever the case, this brings an opportunity to meet those challenges. With fear coming out, it almost feels like you having the opportunity to step up and do what everyone else has been afraid to do. This fear. Because when I look at this, he has an audience. Of course, we know the scarecrow is the tactic to keep all of the crows away. This crow has bypassed that little tactic and stands on the crow's head like, look, I'm not scared. Look, right? Look at all the crows in the back watching. This is one of my favorite cards, by the way, because this also says that that one that decided to step out and do the unthinkable, actually, there's something about that as well that will offer opportunities that may not be available to everybody else, right? This one just kind of crossed over into a whole nother uh, area of opportunity by facing fear just to find out this ain't nothing but a stick and some hay, right? We thought it was going to get us if we got close enough. There's something about that here. And then the other energy is graduation. So there's some accomplishment that's available, some level up and moving to like the next level. That opportunity is available here during the blood moon. One of the things that stands out during the blood moon is this intensification of energy. And so there's actually the capacity possibly to advance more quickly than normally because of this energy that's intensified. But let's see, how is this coming out for, for Virgo? We have the Hierophant, which is higher learning. Connecting with some type of institution. It could even be connecting with a mentor of sorts or a teacher. And I'm hearing for you lucrative. There's something lucrative here. Lucrative. Somebody just got real stiff. Okay. So let's see. Does somebody have fears around money? When I said lucrative, I felt like the energy get real uptight. Let's see. So the Hierophant comes out here with the Sun and the Justice and the High Priestess coming out here. And so, as I was saying, with the higher learning, there's something about how you will shift. There's something that's going to be elevated when it comes to your spiritual beliefs, your spiritual perceptions. There's some celebration around that. Maybe you just graduated from something, some higher learning, some institution, or some type of position that you have in the community. You've been elevated to a leader in a group or a community of some sorts. I get that kind of energy with you spiritually. Are there people that you are guiding? There's something about that here, establishing possibly connections. for some of you, where people will be coming to you for assistance or guidance of some kind. If it's not that, this could be gathering in some type of community that is supportive of your ideas, like-minded people, being supported around that, right? Let's see. There may even be coming together and celebrating in some type of way during this time, the opportunity to do that, to be strengthened. There's strength in numbers. I really do think that this is a time too, with the sun here, where your growth is going to accelerate. Yeah. Your growth is going to accelerate in some type of way here. Of course, the energy is amplified during this time for those of you that take advantage. That may be possibly due to it. It may also be possibly due to just it being your time. The energy that you stand in is one that is, I feel like you are hungry right now. And when I say hungry, I just mean for life and to enjoy life and all that it has to offer. But that doesn't mean going out and partying and doing everything under the sun. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there is like a fervor or a zest that you feel. Like you could be like in the one of the most happiest times of your life, how you're seeing things right now. Like you could have everything that's really unfolding and moving quickly and going, in the direction. That's how you're thinking right now about life and how it's coming in. You may feel like there's nothing that you cannot do right now, right? For some of you, the sun clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands, that's good energy that's going through your mind right now, how you're seeing things, how you're thinking of where you are, and what you're experiencing and learning right now. You're enjoying it. Like life is good. Now, I do feel like there's a sense of caution when it comes to how you are emotionally relating with life during this time. This brings in a time or an opportunity to possibly examine and to, for some of you, this could be a time where you're kind of examining how you're connecting, how you're reacting and interacting, right? The justice says that there is a being careful, right? Emotionally. There's some emphasis on emotions and being careful with what you're finding or how you're relating emotionally. Not being really afraid to embrace whatever it is that you're finding. It's almost like you want to find it. So, because if there's anything there, then you want to address it, right? There's like a high level of integrity when it comes to the emotional place where you are right now, Virgo. You want to be right, right? You want to be right from the inside out. That could also be, I'm hearing you are in a good place in life that feels really good, and you don't want to ruin that, by acting any certain kind of way. Like there's some understanding of where you are and possibly even the responsibility of being there too. I like this. I like it. And so there's some really standing in the center of your experience right now, just kind of really bare and open with yourself. It feels really good. It feels raw, but it feels good. You are willing to like confront or even embrace things that may be difficult for others. And I feel like you will, in fact, move on your convictions. This is not just about, you having this internal experience, like whatever that is that you're being led to do, like you're also up for that challenge too. You're also up to move on it and do it as it pertains to those you are connected to. This could be you, between you and those that are closest to you right now. There's some response that you may feel called towards those people specifically. You could be in a position right now where you're really intimately connected with a small group, and those are the ones that get the most intimate parts of what you're doing and where you are right now. And the actions that you will be called to take could pertain to those people, right? I feel like you're in it almost feels very spiritually connected with the high priestess. And so there could be something just very interesting that you bring to the table right now with whatever's happening in your life. So what you have to give is valuable, but you may not be sharing that with everybody. It may be only for a select few. Okay. That's what I'm getting. And spirit may be leading you that way. Like this very beautiful experience that you're having may not be for everybody. And so be careful who you share it with, okay? That is for you. This is all about you being in a position and an opportunity to transform during this time. And that transformation is happening through this experience of you actually being willing to face difficult parts with fear. And I feel like you're doing it like very courageously, very willingly. And that is possibly what is releasing you and giving you this sense of liberation and moving you to the next level. There's definitely growth happening in this energy for you right now, but it also feels good. It feels good, okay? So that's for you, Virgo. Let me know how it resonates. Thank you for stopping by. It is always, always a pleasure to come and read for you. And so I will see you all next time. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. That has been Blood Moon Oracle here with our messages coming out for the Blood Moon today. And so I will be back later tonight for the other segment. I think I did 6. And so I'm not able to do all of them right now, but I will come back later and we'll do the other 6 later, okay? Thank you guys for stopping by. It's always fun hanging out with you. Until next time, take care. I'll see you guys later tonight. Bye.